Russia's week is getting worse, as yesterday they saw the most casualties ever, over 1,900. Monday they saw 1,700, and while today's numbers pretty much mimic what happened on Monday, having us sit at 1,770 casualties, tying with the second worst day ever for Russia. But their troubles don't stop there. In Sevastopol, the head of their missile ships in the Black Sea Fleet, he was taken out. And by taken out, I'm referring to the fact that he was driving in his car when it suddenly went kaboom. Was it Ukrainians? Was it Russians? We won't know, but this is a still from first responders kind of checking out the car. In Russia's Kursk region, we're seeing a very, very interesting situation unfold as Russia has tried to send 5 to 6 different waves to try to push out Ukrainians. And well, they have completely failed, leaving tanks and other vehicles completely on fire. Ukrainians have just been picking them off left and right to the point to where they're saying there are dozens of these vehicles just littered everywhere from this attack. But what is the big icing on the cake of news for today is that Russian news anchors said that today the Russians were able to push out Ukrainians from a certain town in the Kursk region. They talked about how great this is and blah, 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 blah. But as we found out, Ukrainians were never in that town to begin with. So what happened there? You guys needed a win in that area, so you put a news story out? And while all of this was going on, we've had other massive headlines just in the past 12 to 24 hours, such as Boris Johnson saying that NATO may deploy troops in Ukraine if Donald Trump cuts funding, which is something that Russia doesn't want. There's two things there that I don't think Putin wants at all. And then you had France who announced that Ukraine's going to receive at least 6 of these Mirage 2005F fighters by mid-2025, so more aircraft for Ukraine. And yeah, they're going to come with a full support package. That's big. And here in the United States, in the Senate race for whoever is going to be majority leader, turns out it is John Thune, and he is very, very pro-Ukrainian, and actually he butted heads a lot with Trump with some of this stuff. And so that means it looks like, at least in the Senate, support for Ukraine will be passing. But what I think is the biggest of big news is that there are now rumors going around that Ukraine could develop their own nuke within months if they need to.